Yo, you guys ready?
Alright, welcome to this week's Lone Tree Valorant Platinum game. Lone Tree Eagles against the Ackworth Valkyrie, as the teams are now picking their agents, and the clock ticks down to what looks to be an exciting match.
Select your agent.
Alright, today's map is on Ascent. Lone Tree will be attacking against Ackworth defending as we load up for the first round. Lone Tree in the red, and Ackworth in the green.
Turret out.
Lone Tree appears to be attacking onto B sites initially, and Ackworth is waiting for them. Lone Tree has been practicing some new lineups, so let's see if we can't kick back and see how well those do. Jay with the initial suppression, as B main is breached. Lone Tree doing some initial damage early in the game, still fairly balanced though, 3-2, as they go for the plant. Guarding both house. Jet and Brimstone. Brimstone goes down.
One enemy remaining.
2v1 as Solar Fox gets an elimination. One player remaining. Very low on health player at that. And Lone Tree takes the first round as Ackworth goes down 1-0. So last round was a pistol round, so now Lone Tree is able to purchase more weapons. They do improve their kit. Looks like Ackworth is going to go with another save round. That does put them at a disadvantage. But again, remember that a couple wins at the beginning does not dictate the direction of the game. This game can flop very quickly in the first 5 rounds.
Suppressing.
Second round assault into B. Line up through the upper window as they go into B long. B main, excuse me. Shock dart, no effect. Smoke out. Lone Tree unable to breach, so they are going to rotate through mid. And doesn't look like Ackworth sees them yet. Smoke down, so now they know that they're rotating. as they take Heaven in A site and get ready for Lone Tree to make the attempt. Door goes down. Utilities out.
Tango down.
Five Lives going for the plant. Oh, gets taken out. Jay Bicky goes down.
Last player standing.
2v1 still, as Sova is out there. Sova looking to try to defuse as Five Lives goes underneath.
Smoke's
And
down.
dropping some smoke on top of Sova. Oh,
Okay,
and Sova gets
time for
taken
approaching
out,
shit.
and Lone Tree goes up 2-0 with the a close match with a successful plant. All right, we see here that Ackworth has made some purchases, so they are fully kitted, and this should be a much more challenging match for Lone Tree. Let's see if the Eagles can maintain some momentum on the attack. All right, here comes the initial push into B site. Lineup going out. Fade with her utility. Smokes out, Jet flashes forward. And gets an elimination there with an opposing Jet. Through the smoke. Insert name with the plant. 3v3 at the moment as the initial trades balanced out the teams. Insert name. Holding Boathouse.
One enemy remaining.
Gets an elimination. Oh, going for two. Doesn't quite pull it off. But Lone Tree is able to. Jay Vicky pulls down Tyreek Hill and leads for the win as Lone Tree goes up.
Training
3-0.
motive that's more their skill level.
So far, Lone Tree looking pretty good. Looks like their practice has been paying off for them as they got some of these lineups dialed in. Jay Vicky looking for another suppression lineup deep into B. And a fairly mixed loadout for Ackworth, as some of their players look to be going for a save.
Bot coming back.
Okay, looks like they're going to do an early rotation. Both teams still full strength. And Pollock's waiting as Lone Tree tries to engage. And successfully smokes off mid. Here we go, Five Lives going for the plant. Oh, is deflected with a bomb. Door going down with an elimination. Plant goes off.
Spike planted.
Jay Vicky trying to hold. Heaven under assault. Ooh, through the wall and the floor. Some eliminations. Good lineups. Jet going high off angle. Gets the elimination there. Oh, but gets taken out by Sova. Fade down below. So Jay Bicky gets to take out AOKOA. As Lone Tree is now up 4 rounds to 0 and showing some good direction and excellent discipline on the attack. So right now Lone Tree splitting up their forces, possibly trying to draw Ackworth onto A site. Early suppression to insert name. But not a whole lot they can do there. Looking back on B main, they are trying to push through B main with no real aggressiveness to it, as both teams are kind of playing a wait and see. Both teams still at full health as shots getting traded. Action happening over at A site as they force entry. Solar Fox gets an elimination. 2 down on Ackworth as the plant goes in onto A site. Lone Tree finally deciding which side they wanted.
Placing alarm bot.
Mid smoked. And Jay Vicky gets an elimination against Paulette as insert
Last
goes
player
down.
standing.
Jay goes down. Lone Tree, unfortunately, trailing now. 2 agents to 1. Oh no, but over there. Prepare for hellfire. Brimstone with the air assault to protect the spike.
Last player standing.
And 5 lives goes down as Lone Tree takes their first defeat, and Ackworth goes on the board 1-4. Lone Tree making their way over to an A site ingress.
There.
Solar Fox looks to be going for a save round, as does Not Brooks from the Ackworth team. Everyone else kitted.
Get out of my way!
Grenade.
Jay tossing out a grenade on a pre-selected lineup as Lone Tree pushes in to A site. Not really taking any fire. Ackworth, Sova lets out his ult through the wall. Does, gets some damage, takes out Jay Vicky. That was unfortunate.
Initiated.
Otherwise, the team remains fairly undamaged. Killjoy going out, that's going to cause some problems. If they get caught in it will cause them to freeze. And Ackworth makes a heavy push after that Killjoy as the spike is getting defused.
One
Lone
enemy
Tree
remaining.
unable to prevent, and Lone Tree is going to lose as they cannot get back into A site to prevent the defuse. That was a very excellent placement and well-timed Killjoy over the A site, and Lone Tree unfortunately paid for that one. Ackworth pulling within 2 as Lone Tree still leads 4-2 going into the 7th round.
This is gonna be fun.
Both teams with pretty full loadouts. Lone Tree slowly approaching A site. Looks like Ackworth is trying to suppress A site, but nobody on there yet, so those go for naught. Jet making the initial approach. Oh, sees Ackworth player in heaven.
Lock in sight.
Stun grenades out. Heaven is occupied. Plant site under attack. Sova drone going down as Solar Fox is suppressed and trying to get some score bangs. Oh, and manages to get some damage done, but Lone Tree unfortunately down. Way down.
Night night.
Balancing it back out though.
Last player standing.
1v2 and Lone Tree unable to hold on as
Last
Ackworth
player standing.
is able to get down the last elimination as 5 lives goes down and Ackworth
Oh,
takes the
no,
defuse.
you don't deserve my inventions.
Now within 1, Lone Tree slightly ahead 4-3. Lone Tree so far looking really good against the #1 ranked team.
Placing alarm bot.
Unfortunately losing a little bit of the momentum. Hopefully they can get some of
Placing
that
swarm
back.
grenade.
As we see Lone Tree hanging on, waiting for the timer to count down so they can keep working with their pre-planned lineup earlier. Alarm bot in the way, slowing things down and giving early warning to their attack location. Insert name gets an elimination through the smoke. Oh, Marketplace is occupied. I'm not sure if they see that. Jay gets the pick against the enemy Killjoy through the smoke. Lone Tree right now with a pretty solid
One enemy remaining.
force established inside of Boathouse, and Ackworth down to one player. So 4v1, Lone Tree has a very probable chance of holding this round. I say that, now they're down to 1v2. Somebody got a little aggressive. Let's take a look at our Killjoy. And it's becoming a peak war against
Player
Sova.
standing.
And their Sova is doing some serious damage, going for the defuse, pings it. And it is not going to be enough as Jay Bicky gets the final elimination and unfortunately is unable to escape and gets eliminated by the bomb. So a win for Lone Tree as they go up 5-3, but unfortunately Jay is going to have to rebuy his equipment as he was not able to get out of the range of the bomb when it went off. Five seconds left in the buy phase. Looks like Ackworth may be going a little bit. A couple of their players going pistol round to save for the next round.
Face your fear!
Early activity
down
through the
A.
smoke. Spike carrier down as Lone Tree trades with Ackworth. 4 agents aside now. Not a rotation though. It looks like they are going to reattempt, possibly reattempt entry into A site. Killjoy lays down her trap to try to keep A site free of enemy players. And that should give them time for the plant. As Brimstone also unleashes his ult to try to clear out mid. Unfortunately, the players are not there. They're up in heaven, as we can see here, but they didn't know that. But it did keep them clustered. Oh, nice. Oh, Killjoy. Insert name goes down to Sova after getting an early elimination. 2v3.
Target destroyed.
Pollock's in a bad location with that molly on the ground. Jay Bicky underneath.
One enemy remaining.
One enemy left, and 5 Lives gets the final elimination as Lone Tree goes up 6-3 with a well-executed attack against Ackworth Valkyrie. A couple more rounds before the swap. Right now, Lone Tree dictating the terms as they're on the attack. In a couple more rounds, it'll be Ackworth's turn.
Shutting them down.
But for now, final couple matches. Oh, as Jay Bicky goes down
Spike
early
down,
to a flank. And Lone Tree surrounded. And it looks like Ackworth came out for a quick flanking move and then went back through mid. Definitely put a deficit on Lone Tree's agent. Five Lives getting ready to cut loose on his
Launching smoke.
smokes. Players going into Boathouse for security so they can try to hold the site. Smoke's going out to try to protect the plant site. 4v3, Lone Tree has the site edge. 3v2, still edged there. 3v1. Can they hold against the enemy Sova? And they can, as Solar Fox gets the final elimination. Lone Tree is now up 7-3 as they successfully defend B site from a defuse. Back and forth in spawn. Lone Tree trying to decide where they want to push. Ackworth splitting their defenses. Looks like they anticipated B-site ingress as they got 3 of their defenders over there and only 2 A.
Time for a field test.
Let's see if Lone Tree can capitalize on the imbalance here. and maybe. A lot of utilities planted all around B site. Looks like that was the expected ingress. Jet pushing on to A, and they know they're there now, so they gotta hurry and get the plant off and close down A site. Sova goes down, 5 lives planting. Ackworth rotating. We see insert name. Toss a swamp grenade. Well placed swamp grenade, actually.
Swamp grenade out.
Ackworth with only 2 agents. Lone Tree looking possibly for a flawless here if they can get some early eliminations against the intruders here. Trying for a wall bang, unfortunately not in a good position.
One enemy
There,
remaining.
one enemy remaining. Lone Tree is, not going to get the flawless, but still gets the victory. As Lone Tree is now up 8-3 as we play the last round
before the switch.
before the swap. Alright, so Lone Tree fully kitted out, both teams with a full load. This should be a pretty well fought match, and Ackworth looking to close the gap a little bit as they are falling behind. They had some early momentum, but Lone Tree has rapidly flipped the switch and come back behind. Lone Tree pushing slowly onto A site. And it looks like from all the utility placements, it looks like Ackworth thinks B site might be the place again. Ackworth gets taken out as insert name. Killjoy throws out
Placing
her
swamp
utilities.
grenade.
Swamp grenades up
Swamp
top.
grenade out. Placing
5
swamp
lives
grenade.
going for the plant again.
Swamp grenade out.
Doors closed and smoked as Lone Tree just needs to hold on to the site. And right now in a 5v3, a good opportunity to keep this up. Oh,
One
5
enemy
lives goes
remaining.
down, sitting out in the open like that. She was a little exposed there. Solar Fox gets taken out. Jay Bickey looking for a toss.
Throwing charge.
And the odds rapidly shrunk, but still a 2v1. As Ackworth going for the defuse, but mostly just trying to ping. And gets eliminated in the process as the attackers win. And Lone Tree now
Switching
leading
sides.
9-3 going into the swap as they now take defense. So Lone Tree now the green team. Ackworth will be in red as the attackers, and now it's going to be on Lone Tree to try to anticipate what Ackworth is going to do and make sure they either defuse the bomb or prevent the plant in the first place. This is a pistol round, so both teams playing on equal footing in this first round of the second half. Lone Tree needs 4 more wins to take the match today. Ackworth has one distractor out at mid. Looks like Jet might run across him first. And here we see Dr. Horrible about to get engaged. Smoke out. Here goes the
Find
fade.
you.
He is heavily outnumbered.
Mark one.
Oh, he does not see to the right, as he did not even take a look to the right, and the enemy Ackworth players
Can't use that.
just basically a free shot as they popped out of the smoke.
Can't use
Ackworth
that.
planting.
Spike
See if they're
planted.
throwing a utility into the mix.
Cooling down.
As Lone Tree is now jumping into the
Force
mix,
suppressed.
trying to eliminate the opposition. Oh, down in base, down
One
below.
enemy remaining.
Able to get a lot of eliminations.
Last
2
player
agents
standing.
still, and Lone Tree going for the defuse and was able to get the eliminations. As long as they don't drop the spike in the defuse, Lone Tree will take the round and now leading 10-3. Time rapidly running out for Ackworth. They need to do something quickly because they are now trailing by 7. Lone Tree needs to win 3 more rounds, although not a time to get complacent because the game can switch just that quickly. But Lone Tree with some serious momentum right now going into round 14. Alright, Lone Tree waiting for Ackworth to push through B main. And right now they're trying to draw them out. Ackworth trying to draw Lone Tree out. Oh, and the engagements go off as he's going down. Molly's launched. Some serious gunfire going on through the smoke. Does some damage, but no eliminations. And Ackworth trapped in B main as Viper starts throwing, Faye starts throwing her utilities into the hallway. But there's another player right there, and they both go down, not clearing their 6 as they walk into that door. That was a very sloppy maneuver, unfortunately, and that cost them. Lone Tree also looking to do some flanking from the backside of B main as Five Lives sneaks up the backside. And Jet, no,
30 seconds left.
Hallway. Jet
One
and Market,
enemy remaining.
and the plant goes down.
Spike planted.
I know he's there. Jet throwing out some smoke. Elimination goes there, and they are able to defeat all of the defenders. Excuse me, the attackers. Now going for the defuse. With plenty of time remaining, Lone Tree will now go up 11-3. Ackworth just not able to break through Lone Tree's defense and crack the code, so Lone Tree so close to closing out this day. Ackworth looks to be splitting their forces to try to do a little feint. Although if they're going to feint B or feint A remains to be seen. Lone Tree with pretty wide coverage, looking pretty good defensively. As mid seems the most likely to see some engagement. Nothing happening there. Going through mid though.
Bring them down.
Oh, was able to get utility off and was notified. Not closing door yet. And insert name kind of guarding B site. Nobody there though, so unfortunately kind of keeping him pinned down and out of the action. Lone Tree not quite sure where they are as, oh, looks like they're gonna come out in mid. And picked off. Solar Fox gets elimination. Oh, Solar Fox gets the second elimination. 4v3 into mid. As everyone is holding, Jay takes out Sova.
One enemy remaining.
One enemy remaining. We see him with the bead. Well, he doesn't have a lineup on the enemy Jet. They're down there in mid. But they suspect they're there. Jet goes around, gets the gets the elimination, and defenders win, bringing us into match point. As Lone Tree is now leading 12-3.
Typical and pointless.
Right now, the key to success for Lone Tree is just keep doing what they're doing. It has been working. They have a lot of room. They just need to make sure they don't get overconfident and sloppy in their gameplay. Ackworth looking like they're going to push pretty hard into A site. They're stacking up for the push. And it looks like Jay Bicky might get the initial action as he launches out his initial suppression knife. And a lot of gunfire, but they're just shooting through the smoke because there's nobody there on A site. Jay throwing out the fade. Nothing shows, but then okay, utilities out. Hard push, door down. Oh, and Fade gets eliminated.
Recalling my bot.
As Lone Tree rotates. Door down. They have a lot of enemy agents entrenched.
Spike planted.
And Solar Fox goes down. Ackworth, nope, currently 3v3. Jay takes out the drone, Silva drone. Gotta check the right, check the left. Here we go.
One suppressed.
One enemy
Gets the elimination
remaining.
down below. Oh,
player
gets
standing.
picked off, unfortunately. Killjoy, last remaining player. Gets the elimination on Silva, but still has to defuse. They gotta find the bomb. There it is. Plenty of time still,
Down
though.
here.
And it looks like they're gonna have it. And Lone
My ultimate
Tree
is ready.
wins the match today against Aqua
Defenders
Valkyrie,
win.
13-3, as Lone Tree made an excellent showing of today's match on Ascent. So we'll take a look at our final scores here. Top players of the game coming up. GG's all around for everybody. Solar Fox takes top elimination. Jay Bicky in second place with 5 lives on 14 eliminations. Excellent game, everybody. That was fantastic play, and look forward to seeing some more action next week when we continue. But for today, that does take care of today's match. Lone Tree Eagles take down the Ackworth Valkyrie 13-3. Hope you enjoyed the match. Have a great weekend.